Oh shit! I stopped recording. 3, 2, 1.
I'm
Okay,
leaving
now
that
I
in.
am
I'm
recording.
leaving that in. I already hit record.
I double clicked it. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode of Hero Hour: Escape from Reality.
Featuring
That Doug dude and Brones.
we need an intro. Like we need a just a short little
Man,
almost like a
I ain't got the fucking money for that.
shit. We need
Or I
spend
mean,
all my
I
shit on
do. I
Legos.
just don't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah, true. That's yeah. I don't know. There's a couple of good ones out there that I've been seeing that might be able to do something for us.
You right. We got a lot. Well, not a whole lot to talk about, but
Hasn't been a whole lot of updates. There's been some
topics.
significant updates, but
Right. Right.
right.
We've got some topics. Some are superhero related, some are not superhero related. Spoiler alert. But first off, Doug,
Yeah,
you got me this nifty little Conchu guy.
I did.
This is for the people that could see
The YouTubes.
that are watching the YouTube video and the Facebook video. We got this little Conchu guy from Doug in the mail. He's got Conchu's skull, and then it's got the little stone statue. It's fucking awesome. And he got sand from the beach, but they told Doug it was from Egypt.
Again, grain of salt, grain of sand, take it for what it's worth.
I'm gonna take it as it is Egyptian sand.
There you go. Boom.
Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome though, man. Thank you again.
Yeah.
That shit was probably like
the whole reason we do this.
$30.
I don't even remember. I saw it was like ordered and it came from Germany.
Fuck it. Boom. Where'd it come from?
Germany.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Nah, bro. That person made that thing and went to some German beach and just
Are there German
scoop,
beaches?
here you go. I don't fucking know. I've never been to Germany.
I've never been to German.
I've never been to German, bro.
Jesus. No, man, it's the little things, right?
Hell yeah,
As
dude.
we grew up, it's the whole reason we do this,
Bro, I'm gonna hold on to that for the rest of my life, dog.
Yeah, as we grew up, it was the little things we got that reminded us, that we are still kids at heart.
100%.
There's no point of growing up in my mind. Yes, I'm 32 years old. I play video games. I have Kirby, Yoshi, and Snorlax on my couch.
And a big ass hot sauce bottle.
And a big ass hot sauce bottle. And I could give a shit less.
You know what, man? I'm tired of you not showing the hot sauce bottle enough respect, bro. You're showing Kirby, Yoshi, and Snorlax the respect, but you gloss right over that big ass hot sauce.
People were asking me so much about that sriracha bottle. I had to scoot it into frame because I'm not shitting you.
People got questions, bro.
We moved, right? And I kind of shifted things around. And the hot sauce bottle was missing. And I had people coming into chat like, yo, where's the bottle? And I'm like,
I'm telling you, bro,
shit.
People have questions about that shit. It's
Yeah.
not just like a random decoration that
No.
you have in your kitchen. It's literally sitting in your gaming room.
yeah. And for
You've
those who can't see, obviously the people on YouTube and Facebook can see it sitting here. But for all our audio listeners, this is a sriracha collectible bottle that's about, I don't know,
It's about the size of your torso, bro.
It's about 26 inches tall. Green top, red. I love it.
It's
so
crazy,
cool.
man. See, I got all this shit. I got trying to trace my finger here.
Oh yeah, it's
We got
which shoulder.
I
am
could
on?
always just point at him.
Right.
We've got
Yeah,
Batman. We've got Venomized Loki. Deadpool with turkey. A turkey platter that my sister got me. And then we got Venomized Deadpool. We've got the Infinity box set, which I think there was only like 4,000 of this made with the
I think so.
first 24 movies of the MCU.
Yep.
Then I've just got Batmobiles scattered all across. I've got two behind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
two
mean,
behind that.
the way I look at it, I'm a big kid. I've always been a kid. Yes.
100%.
That's there is a line between what your child brain and your adult brain, but I don't want to grow up. I really don't.
Same.
I want to be me. If you can't accept me for me, there's the door. Right there.
And that's the thing, bro.
With the Shinron Dragon Ball on it, there's the door. Don't let it hit you with the good Lord split you. You know.
Well, like, yeah. I mean, we have to hold on to the things that we enjoy, no matter how old we get. You know, I mean, there's people out there that really enjoy collecting box sets, like movie box sets. There's
Steel
people
series,
out there,
like steel boxes. Yeah.
Yeah. I know people that are 45 years old that are still building entire Lego sets, bro. It has, yeah. I mean, you're one of them, except you're not 45.
No, I'm 32.
Yeah, but yeah, you're 32, but you're
still,
still a part of that niche. You know what I mean?
I think the people who, and don't get me wrong, I have no problem with people who don't like this stuff, whatsoever. You know, but don't be that guy or that person, I should say, who's like, oh my God, you're such a child. You do. I work a full-time job. I make money to pay for this stuff because I have a good life. It's not like I'm sitting here not, you know, and I'm just mooching off of somebody. I work my ass off for the shit I have.
100%, bro. There's some people out there, and I've come across way too many people in my life that are like, you're 28 years old and you play video games still. You're 28 years old and you collect this shit.
Yeah.
You're 28 years old and you read comic books. Like, yeah.
Ladies and
You're
gentlemen,
42 years old and you catch fish and throw them back into water.
It doesn't matter how old you are.
It doesn't.
Your heart is your heart. You are who you
100%.
are. Don't let people change you for anything.
My childhood came bursting out of my chest when I saw Avengers Endgame. No lie.
Oh, that was...
I shed tears when I
100%.
saw my childhood come together on the big screen. Now, with the Avengers movies, that made my heart do some stuff.
And then we had... Avengers!
Oh my God.
Assemble.
Oh, it was
dude,
so good.
when that happened,
Dude,
like,
just like what hair I have on my head stood up. My beard was like,
dude,
you know,
I literally, I could not breathe.
It was so good.
For a split second. Like,
honestly,
I got the wind knocked out of me because of just the pure joy that I felt seeing.
I'm getting chills just talking about it. This is why we do what we do, people.
This is the stuff that we love, man. Yeah. And if you let the stuff that you love die, is there really any reason to live? I mean, if you can't find any enjoyment in your life, whether it be collecting action figures, whether it be comic books, video games, superheroes, fucking fishing, you know, hiking, whatever it is that brings you joy to your life, your joy doesn't have an age limit. Man, I know people in their 60s that play video games. I know people that are 60 and they're still collecting little trinkets and toys and shit.
Pokemon Go. All right.
Dude.
Pokemon Go dropped, and I have never seen so many people walking on the streets collecting Pokemon, doing steps, hitting gyms, doing everything. And I'm talking everyone from age freaking 13, because they have cell phones now, 13 to 60. And then so many people my age and older and even younger, because they have kids, dragging their kids outside to go play Pokemon Go. That was the biggest nostalgia drop, and it felt so good because
that's the funny thing.
Oh my God. I loved it.
That's the funny thing about the whole Pokemon Go craze was I'd say 90% of the people that were actually going out and doing this whole Pokemon Go thing were people our age.
Oh yeah.
Dragging their children out. Yeah. Their children didn't want a fucking thing to do with this.
Many people I saw my age, around my age, you know, early, mid to like mid 20s to mid 30s.
Right.
Who had strollers, right? Or they had their kids strapped on and they're just like bebopping down the street. Oh, dude, I loved it.
It was a phenomenon, dude.
The wife and I legitimately, I think it dropped on like a Thursday or a Wednesday or something.
Yeah, it was a random drop.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere, bro.
We did not sleep for 72 hours because we literally
I bet
went to work, came home, and was on foot every night. And dude,
Same, bro.
I loved it. I loved it.
I was that way for like a month and a half, and then I was like, you know, man, I just don't want to do this anymore. Like
I still play it.
Like,
you know, like we'll go
do
somewhere.
you really?
Yeah, we'll go somewhere, and I'm like, I wonder if this is a stop, you know, or a gym or something. I'll pop up on my phone. I'm like, hey, bet bitches, and I'll
dude,
spin
that
it.
shit was crazy, bro. I would find myself in the middle of a shift at work, and I would just like open it up and be like, Bill, I gotta go. Like, I'd be like,
my God,
I gotta go. Bill's my boss, by the way. I'd be like, Bill, I gotta go around the building real quick. I'm trying to catch a ratatata and just fucking throw in imaginary Pokeballs.
When that game first dropped, right? So the tracking system was a little different than what it is now, obviously.
Right.
Right. You had the little leaves that was like, oh, if you got one leaf, you're pretty fucking close, you know?
Right, right.
And I remember us playing one night, and on the map of like, these are in your area, a fucking Charizard pops up. And I'm like, we gotta go. Like, we're sitting at a friend's house, and this Charizard pops up on the map, and we're like, we gotta dip. And,
hey, Jason, we'll be back. We got to go capture this imaginary fire lizard.
Well, what was funny is the friend's house that we were at, they played as well. And I get in, I drove it was like a 99 square body Chevy pickup truck, jacked up on like 36s. I mean, it was huge and loud. And I'm like, we got to go. We won't all fit in my truck. You get yours, follow us, and we'll go find this thing, you know? It ended up being like 2 neighborhoods over or something weird. And dude, I have drove pretty reckless, but I've never drove so reckless to get an imaginary Pokemon and then the worst part was it was spawning in the backyard of someone's house. And I'm like, I'm not saying I'm gonna trespass, but what I'm saying is I might have for a Charizard.
Look, that actually happened, bro.
Oh, I know. It
my backyard. My backyard. Now, luckily, it was like just kids that like wandered into my backyard. You know, it wasn't like adults
creepy
that could cause harm. You know, it was like I'm talking like 10, 11-year-old kids that were just using their phone to play Pokemon Go. And I popped my head out the window. I was like, "What are y'all doing?"
Yeah,
they were like, "There's a Pokemon in the creek."
Yeah, I swear to God,
I lived on the water.
My backyard, and they were like, "We're playing Pokemon." I'm like, "Well, what? Come get me!" You know,
like that, dude. So I lived on the water for a little bit before I moved into this house,
right?
And you know, these kids that, like, I heard a bunch of like loud, like giggling and like, you know, kids' voices.
Yeah,
and it sounded like it was in the backyard, and I was like, "What the fuck is that noise?" So I opened up the window and it got louder, and I looked out the window and I was like, "What are y'all doing?"
Yeah,
they were like, "There's a Gyarados in the creek back here," and I was like, because you know, with Pokemon Go, like depending on what area you were in, if you were near like a body of water, like a creek or a river, so you had like Gyarados, Staryu, like fucking all of those things in the backyard. And I was like, all right, guys, just, you know, like be careful.
Yeah.
You know, because it was like a 5-foot drop off down to the creek bank.
I got you.
So I was like, just be careful. Don't get too close to the ledge and, you know, have fun, but you know, don't be here too long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Stupid about it, like
like don't be dumb. You know what I mean?
It did get pretty dumb.
It got
early
crazy,
on because
bro.
People were getting hit by trains. People were walking out into traffic and getting hit by cars because
there was people trespassing on properties.
Got their phone right here, and they're not paying attention to anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
dude, it turned into a pretty dangerous activity for quite some time, and I think that's why like they started crazy updates to kind of try to make it safer,
Yeah,
you know,
they
because
did
there was
away with
people
the
walking in traffic.
yeah, they did away with like the mapping and the tracking system, and brought it
Mm,
back to just a this is near, and then we'll spawn a whole bunch of stuff,
right.
depending on where you're at. But yeah. Uh,
Y-
yeah, man. I
That
mean,
sounds to
that's
be a safer option.
yeah. This may keep people from getting hit by trains, but
Yeah, right. That's
surprise,
what
surprise. Yeah, I don't know. That's that's how with us not having a whole lot of topics to talk about, I figured talk about how we got into things. How
Yeah, man. I mean, there's so many things that we can talk about because again, like even though our main focus are the guys behind me, the guys behind Doug,
Mhm.
like the superheroes. I mean, if you really think about it, any animated show like Dragon Ball Z, anything like that,
Yeah.
there are heroes and villains,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like we're going to talk a little bit about the Dahmer TV show because he's a villain,
Oh yeah.
and in the real world, he is a real life supervillain. He's a serial killer.
Was it you that I was talking to that um someone or an article had got posted that said um people are worried about a copycat? Did you hear about that?
No, I
Maybe
heard that
that
people are upset about the show.
maybe that was the wife and roommate. We were sitting on the couch and the roommate brought up a interesting point that I guess an article had come out saying that again, I don't know XYZ people. I don't know who the article
Uh-huh.
was put out by or who they're talking about, but they're worried that now that that has come out, that there's going to be a copycat type scenario. And I'm like,
But
honestly,
why?
for one, why? Two, you can't get away with it.
Well, yeah, okay,
We
so
we talked about that the other night. Like with
right.
today's modern medicine, science, technology, everything, that's
Right.
the reason we don't have more issues
Yeah.
in
So I
terms
mean
of
that
like serial killer,
so
because it is
like
a lot
there
harder to get away with than it was in the
it really is. But I don't understand why they're saying there's like they're afraid of a copycat killer because if you remember last year they released the John Wayne
yep.
Gacy interview tapes and
Yep.
like the bibliography about him.
Dude, they've done
Uh
so many
well, yeah, 2 years prior they released the Ted Bundy tapes,
I,
I mean,
no
nobody
one
was worried about a copycat then. It is
I don't know.
fucking impossible. Well, it's not impossible. I'm sure
It's
there's
not.
people that can get away with it,
I
but
mean, we have issues with freaking human trafficking, more so than we
right.
do serial killers.
And
Um,
if you look at the facts, like okay, so Jeffrey Dahmer was active from 1978 to 1991.
mhm.
Those were extremely different times in many multitudes. It was different in the sense of,
Biggest difference,
racism was still alive.
yeah, biggest difference in that as
Racism,
well. People don't go out.
yeah,
You don't
yeah,
go anywhere, so you can't get caught. you know,
right. But like,
people don't trust one another.
but look at it like this though. Racism was alive,
Yeah.
Most of Jeffrey Dahmer's victims were young gay black men.
Yep.
Now, he stated in an interview it was never racially motivated. He was just looking for the best looking man
Mm-hmm.
at the nightclubs, you know.
Right.
But all the people that were calling the police were black women.
Yeah.
Glenda Cleveland being the most active trying to call the police.
Right, because she was his next door neighbor.
Yeah, well, in real life, she lived on the opposite side of the building, but she was
Well,
always
yeah.
suspicious of
Yeah.
him. And, she would always call the police. She's called the police multiple times, but I mean, they've even handed his victims back to him. It was
Yeah.
so different back then.
Yeah.
There was no forensic evidence. There was no. They were just trying to get fingerprinting down. They had him bite into like a bar of soap or something equivalent to that.
Yeah, to find
for
the
his
bite
teeth.
marks. Yep.
You know,
It's just a
You-
completely different.
it was so many different things. I mean, You know,
it's a different day and age where
we
something
also
like
didn't
that.
understand the mind.
No.
You know, we didn't understand the human mind the way
hell,
that we do
still
now.
don't. We still don't understand it completely, but at least now,
We understand it enough to know the signs of
a disturbance.
A disturbance in the force.
Yeah, basically. I mean,
Like,
2022 compared to 1978. Yeah, there's a whole lot of information and things that have gone into, criminal investigations. That's why they reopen cases. A guy just got released from jail, like it's been like the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Just got released from jail. He's been in jail for 45 years.
Holy shit.
On a life sentence. He was just released because they I don't know how it got brought up. They brought the case back up and started to go into forensics with all the information they had. He was fucking innocent. He was innocent.
Oh, shit. That's fucking crazy.
45 years that man spent in prison.
Lost
on a
45 years of his life.
Because back then it was a he said, she said. They may have had a little bit of information and a little bit of evidence, but not what you have now.
Well, if you watch the show too, the cops were fucking dumb back then, bro. The cops, you could walk into a donut shop and be like, "Hey, you want to wear a badge?" Oh yeah, sure. Like, the cops were fucking stupid back then. The amount of times that they disregarded Glenda Cleveland's phone calls purely because of, racism being alive and just not knowing the protocol of what to do with a mass murderer, with a serial killer is astounding. You wouldn't be able to get away with that shit now. Fingerprint technology is an all-time high. The only way you'd be able to get away with that and not have your fingerprints found is if you burn the fuckers off.
Yeah, but then you're talking as simple as a DNA transfer.
But now they've got blood tests, semen tests, fucking saliva tests, hair follicle tests, fucking sweat tests. You can test a piece of dandruff that fell off of the killer, and they'd be able to identify you. There's no getting away with murder the way that you used to be able to.
No, I mean, in today's day and age, you hear most of your actual murders are drive-bys, hit and runs, stuff like that,
kidnappings.
I personally have not watched that. I'm not big into this. I know the serial killer things. I'm just not big into them.
I love that shit, bro. Fucking. But the reason why, I mean, this is a very talkable subject on this podcast is he had super fans, people.
I mean, you see that through the years. Look at Bonnie and Clyde.
With serial killers. Dude, Bonnie and Clyde.
They weren't even serial killers. They were just sticking it to the man, as they say.
Yeah.
And
you get
their
fan mail, dude.
Was absolutely insane.
Oh yeah. It was disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
And there's actually a word for it. I mean, there's a word for everything, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you've heard of necrophilia. You've heard of pedophilia. There's philias for everything, bro.
Yeah.
And
what is it? The Stockholm syndrome too?
Yeah. The infatuation with serial killers and just violent human beings is called hybristophilia.
Interesting.
And there's passive hybristophilia where you're just writing, you write a love letter, or you write a fan letter to a violent human being, like a serial killer or a cult leader or whatever. And then there's the aggressive hybristophiliac who is willing to kill people for
someone else,
for this killer. You're willing to sacrifice human beings to show your loyalty and your fucking unhinged personality for this person. It's kind of creepy, dude. It is. Now, I mean, I know how crazy it is because I've dated a lot of hybristophiliacs, man. And You know, they are very, very, very strange people.
Yeah.
And you know, it's everybody's got their thing.
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
but there's a
but
line. I feel.
I dated this one girl, right? I dated this one girl. Now every chick I've ever dated was covered in tattoos, had lots of piercings. You know, that's my thing. I'm still into chicks like that. Just hopefully not,
Problem child is
you know.
what you're talking about.
Yeah. Daddy
issues.
issues.
There it is.
Daddy issues and stripper poles. Let's go.
Her name.
But so I dated this one chick that was like obsessed with Ted Bundy, and I mean obsessed with Ted Bundy. Like, bro, what? Like one? So one night,
Red
one
flag.
night,
Red flag. Waving the red flag.
dude. One night I was watching a Ted Bundy documentary with this chick, and bro, just some of the shit that she was saying, like I should have ended the relationship right there.
Yeah.
And then I continued dating her for a year after that. You know, like,
wow.
So this girl told me, like, they were describing in great detail about what he did to one of his female victims, about how he bludgeoned her, and then he had sexual intercourse with her dead body and then cut her up.
Pretty fucked.
And that girl straight up told me, she was like, God, I would let him tie me up and have his way with me. I was like, you
red flag.
You,
red flag. Wave.
You wouldn't he would not have spared your life.
Yeah,
you know that,
killed
right?
You first and then done that.
Yeah. Like you're fully aware of that, right?
Blows my mind.
Like she's like, Ted Bundy is daddy. I was like, bitch, you need a real dad. Like,
all right,
I'm sorry that yours ran off on you, but Ted Bundy is not the one to replace him. Like, dude, I've dated some fucking crazy women, dude. And she was bar none, like top of the list of crazy, bro. And I stuck with it for another year. I stuck with it for another year, man. That shit was bananas, dude. Anytime there was something Ted Bundy related, like you could just see her whole like mood shit. Like she got turned on by hearing about how these fucking lunatics just desecrated women.
I'm out.
Yeah, dude. Like
Jesus.
I was young, dumb, and full of something, bro. You know what I mean? Like I was looking for a good time, not a life partner.
We ain't here for a long time.
But dude,
for a good time. Yeah.
But that shit's weird, man. Like if you're a hybristophiliac,
talk to someone.
Stop. See a therapist.
There's therapists for a reason.
Therapy is a very real thing. Lord. You should go to it. Fucking right. Crazy, man. Crazy.
So we do have a few pieces of Marvel news.
We do.
Nothing crazy on the DC front.
I mean, is there really ever anything from the DC front?
No. What we do have is probably the biggest piece of information we've had with Marvel in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Deadpool 3 in theaters September 6, 2024, featuring the man, the myth, the legend, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman,
as
baby.
Wolverine.
Bro.
Mic drop.
Yeah, I thought you were fucking with me, bro.
No.
When you said that, I thought you were fucking with me hard, and I was like, this man chose violence today.
I'm okay. So we've discussed the Spider-Man thing. Like we had Tom, we had Andrew, we had Toby. I think they did an okay job of bringing that in. Obviously the multiverse, bringing that in. Seeing all three Spider-Men on screen in the same movie, I thought was fantastic. Could it have been done better? Yes, but is what it is. I digress.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. Now, we're getting ready to see one of the most iconic characters together, Deadpool Wolvie. And I hope it is ridiculous.
Oh, me too, bro.
It is the one like movie that
I'm so excited, bro.
Deadpool 1 and 2, Ryan Reynolds is Wade Wilson. I don't care.
100%.
It's one of those few perfect castings that we've seen. That man was literally born to be Wade Wilson.
He really was.
Deadpool 1 and 2, I thought were excellent. I think they were such good movies. Bringing in all the different characters. I mean, you even had Ryan Reynolds voicing Juggernaut. Juggernaut's one of my favorite like Marvel villains from the X-Men side.
Right.
But yeah, dude, I'm stoked. I'm excited to see it.
Oh,
and then,
man,
of course, you know, Ryan and Hugh have had a feud for years, you know, friendly feud.
Right. A feud.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
So seeing that coming to the big screen, I think is going to be fucking fantastic.
Dude, I love Hugh Jackman. You know, he's been Wolverine since we were kids, man.
Oh my God.
He's been Wolverine literally since we were
99 or was it, when did the first
2000.
one? 2000. I was gonna say it was right there.
Yeah. He literally played Wolverine for 17 years. He took a 5-year break and now he's coming back in 2 years. Well, a year technically.
A year.
Well,
no,
yeah, a year and some change.
2024.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. 2 years.
Yep.
September 6th.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 years.
You know, excellent. I love it. I can't wait.
Oh,
I love everything.
Did you
about
also see Deadpool 3 is going to be the first Phase 6 MCU
I did
film.
see that. Yeah, I did see that.
With so you've got 4 Marvel films released in 24. You got Captain America: New World Order, May 3rd.
Yep.
You got Thunderbolts, July 26th, the day after my birthday. For those of you that want to buy me Deadpool stuff.
On the Thunderbolts note, I don't remember where, it's not confirmed. Harrison Ford may be playing Ross.
What?
Yeah.
So
because the actor who played Ross obviously died.
Oh yeah, that's right, he did.
And I saw an article, again, no
unconfirmed.
100% unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed information right now, folks.
Yeah, that Harrison Ford may be coming in to play Ross.
Interesting. Don't know how I feel about that because he looks nothing like the man, but whatever.
We'll see.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, Thunderbolts, July 26, 2024.
September 6th is Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Super excited for that, bro.
Yep.
Man, I love Deadpool so much. I've got multiple posters behind him and some Funko Pops about him. Deadpool's my favorite character. I'm wearing a fucking Deadpool shirt.
There you go.
I love Deadpool, man. I've read almost every single comic book involving Deadpool.
Yeah. He's such
a
great
fantastic
character.
He really is, bro. When they first said that they were going to do a Deadpool movie, I was like, ugh. Like in general, not Marvel, just in general, when they said Deadpool was becoming a movie, I was like, the only person that could play him is Ryan Reynolds. That's even mentioned in the comic books. If you've ever read the comic books, he takes his mask off one day and he's like, I look like Ryan Reynolds got bit by a radioactive Shar-Pei.
Yeah.
Obviously in the movie he says I look like I got bit by a radioactive Shar-Pei because he's, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to,
and
disclose
we kind
that.
of saw a very shitty version of Wade Wilson in Wolverine Origins.
Oh God.
Which we're not going to talk about, but again, it's one of those perfect castings. I think they did an excellent job with it.
Fun fact: I had to convince myself that was how Deadpool came to be. Like in the real world, when I saw that movie, I was like, that was so accurate. You know, Deadpool actually pulled the katana blades out of his wrist, sliced his mouth open, and fucking put them back on the handles. Like, I had to convince myself that that's what actually happened in order to save my own sanity.
That movie was rough.
That movie was fucking dog shit.
Sidebar. The very first time I watched that movie was legally, and it was before it was even in theaters. Like, it was post-production.
Oh, was that? Yeah, that was before they had all the special effects, right?
Yeah.
I watched that too.
Yeah. And
I was like, that's pretty fucking cool how they do all this.
Right. But I remember watching the movie without any special effects, and I was like,
that shit was wild.
This is rough.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
November 8th.
I remember that.
Fantastic Four. Obviously, those four are 2024.
I'm excited for Fantastic Four, man. I really am. Like, I really am excited for it.
Yeah. I'm on the edge. Just
I do want to talk a little bit about She-Hulk as well. So.
Okay. Mainly because.
So.
Have you caught up?
Yeah, I'm all caught up with it.
Okay.
Are you?
I haven't seen the 7th one, but is what it is.
So the 7th episode, it starts getting good. Like there's some really good shit that happens in episode 7.
I was gonna say, because the past
2 episodes have been kind of like throwaway episodes.
2 or 3 episodes have been kind of like, wow, I really, I had high hopes.
Very lackluster.
Yeah, the first I think 2 or 3 episodes, because this is 7, right? That just came out.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first 3, I thought, all right, it's getting good, and then the last 3 have been like, the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But so I wanted to bring up some of She-Hulk because I remember you and I were talking about it the other day when we were playing with Mo. We didn't really get into it because Mo doesn't like the spoilers. Obviously, nobody does.
Yeah.
But when you were saying how like it's hard to watch now, like I was like, I agreed with you, and then I started watching the new episode, and I was like, I mean, we have to kind of take this show as it is, because this is the first time seeing She-Hulk, and is it a little weird that they took it in the comedic route, kinda? Like it's a fucking comedy, bro. Like it is not a like action-packed fucking show. Like it is a super duper comedy show.
Yeah, I mean it reminds me of
I got an itchy knee and it's just bothering the shit out of me.
It reminds me of a comedy versus a lawyer show. Which, again, She-Hulk is a lawyer. I understand that. But
yeah, it's tough to watch if you don't really know much about the character either. Not a lot of people really know about She-Hulk, even though she's been around for decades.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I think it's a good show, man. I really do.
Episode 7 then, if it's better.
Yeah, I think it's a really good show. I think they took a little too long kind of building up, but they're kind of starting to show the villainous things that are happening in the background in this episode.
Have they confirmed how many episodes this is?
9.
It's 9. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying that they waited a little too long for the fucking villain reveal, and they still haven't even like officially revealed the villain, but it's like leading that way. That's what I'll say.
You saw I don't think was it an end credit or just the end of the episode where they had the syringe made of adamantium?
That was in the episode.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, that was in episode 6.
Yeah, it was.
But
because she was talking to the one dude on the date from like episode 3 or something, and he's like, "Is your skin impermeable?" Blah blah blah, and she's like, "Yeah."
Oh,
this, that, and the other, and he's like, "What about vibranium?" Or no, he said adamantium, I think.
He said one of the two. I think he said adamantium.
I think so. And then then that scene makes you think, oh, that syringe has a adamantium needle.
Yeah.
So
that syringe plays a part.
Does it?
Yeah, in this episode,
Gotcha.
the newest episode. I mean, I like the show, man. I think it's good for what it is. You know, for what it is, I think it's a decent show.
Yeah.
I think the whole comedy aspect.
It was kind of like the first three were like climbing, and then the next three were like a teeter down. So I need to back up. So
right, and I think you'll get that this episode. Yeah, you get a lot more like super powered characters in this episode, so it's a pretty fun episode. You know, I liked it a lot. Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yep.
So that's enough She-Hulk talk. We don't need to talk more about that. This one, are you on the Marvel updates?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So this one, there's kind of two pieces of information for this one.
Okay.
If we're on the same one.
I don't know.
Starts with a B, ends with a Lade.
Starts with a B, ends with a Lade.
So the Blade film, unfortunately, we have lost our director. No reasoning behind it. No nothing. And as of last week, filming has been delayed till spring of 2023. So
also, well, I mean, there's multiple things going wrong with Blade right now, man. I mean, they, like you said, they lost the director.
Yep.
I did not see that it got delayed, but I did read that Mahershala Ali is not happy.
Yep, I did see that.
He's not happy with what's happening.
Yep.
And apparently I read that they are rewriting the entire script from scratch.
Jesus.
Like they are rewriting the entire thing from scratch.
That's not good.
Yeah, so maybe they're gonna make it more violent. Who knows? But yeah, just to hear those couple of things when
you lose a director, your main actor isn't happy, and now it's delayed. Those are probably the three worst things that you could have in a film.
But also, we haven't heard anything for 4 years. 3 years. We have not heard anything for 3 years since it was announced at Comic-Con in 2019. We just got confirmation this Comic-Con this year that it was coming out next year or 2024.
So it was projected to start filming in October this October.
Month.
So I think it was supposed to be well, it is. So I believe it was supposed to release like middle of next year.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at what, 24?
Probably looking at a 24 release date. But yeah, they said that they're rewriting the entire script, bro. That's kind of nerve-wracking, man. I mean, you know, but like that's why I'm really concerned, is because we've heard virtually nothing about the progress of where this show was going until we got the release date this year.
Yeah.
But other than that, we've heard nothing about the writing. We've heard nothing about the cast. We've heard nothing about production.
Yeah.
Nothing. Didn't even hear that the script for Blade was written and done. You know, didn't hear anything about what was going on with this film or TV show, whatever the fuck they're doing with it. Have not heard anything. And the first bit of information that we hear in 3 years since it being announced is that your leading man is not happy about everything that's going on.
Yeah, that's
you
not a good
lose the
thing.
director, and now you're rewriting the entire script. That tells me that the studio is, one, not confident with what was coming out, with what was being created.
Yeah.
It tells me that they are not handling things well with Mahershala Ali. You know, because Mahershala Ali, I mean, he did Luke Cage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was reportedly nothing wrong with Luke Cage, so the fact that he's having issues with with Blade right now is kind of unsettling. You know, it makes me a little bit worried for what might be heading our way. You know what I mean? So, I mean, hopefully everything's okay with that, because I really want to see another Blade production. What else we got here? Oh, did you see that in the Echo show, Daredevil will ask Maya for help to find the Punisher?
Yeah. So that kind of it's trying to tie them all together.
Yeah.
Obviously Daredevil, Echo, Punisher. We're supposed to see Luke Cage come back and Jessica Jones. So
oh, right here too. Apparently, during a flashback in the Echo show, Daredevil will wear the red costume that he wore for the first time in the Netflix series.
Which tells you he will not be in that suit during the show.
I mean, I feel like he might be in the suit for a little bit.
Yeah.
At least in flashbacks. Maybe.
Well, I mean, just like present time. He's not going to be in that in present time, so.
Oh, yeah, no.
So the actor who's playing Namor, I'm gonna butcher this, Tenoch Huerta. I got Huerta. Will be a mutant in the MCU. So
again, I saw that.
Again, we saw with Multiverse of Madness, that was kind of the introduction of mutants into the MCU because we saw Professor X, right? So this is just going along the lines with that.
Yeah, we've got Professor X, we've got Wolverine now.
Yep.
We've got Miss Marvel.
Yep. Namor.
And now Namor. Mark Ruffalo is in talks to return as Bruce Banner, aka the Incredible Hulk, in Captain America: New World Order.
Which we still have no idea what that's gonna be.
I just want them to depussify him.
I
really do.
I really want my Savage Hulk back.
Yeah, I'm kind of... Yeah. As much as I like Smart Hulk because it's a cool storyline in the comic books,
I think it was an odd choice.
They're dragging it out, man. Yeah. Like, it's every fucking movie now is, oh, look at me, I'm Smart Hulk. I'm a pacifist now.
Yeah,
like, no, you're not, bro. You're a fucking brute. Beat the shit out of people. Get angry.
Like, trailer for Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania will be released this month.
Oh, sweet. Fuck yeah. That makes me happy. Daredevil's gonna be in episode 8 of She-Hulk.
Yep. We've got a few stills and images from, you know, a few movies. Nothing crazy, nothing we haven't either seen before or, you know, nothing that really gives us any information.
Filming of New World Order will begin February 2023 in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep.
Hugh Jackman has begun training for Deadpool 3.
Yep. Apparently they're bringing MODOK into Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah, but apparently he's like a fucking robot in this one.
Interesting.
If you look at the picture,
yeah, the picture's
look at the
weird.
picture of him. That's like a fucking robot.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I don't know what that is. That's weird.
A lot of people are saying it's gonna be the guy from Ant-Man 1 that's controlling him. Like, he's gonna pop out of him. Darren Cross or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yellow Jacket. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Yellow Jacket.
So yeah, that's really all we got for Marvel. Nothing crazy. Again, there weren't a whole lot of updates.
There's really not a whole lot of things.
No.
Oh, Werewolf by Night. Werewolf by Night comes out in 5 days, bro.
No shit.
Yeah, 5 days, man. So that would be
Friday.
That comes out Friday.
7th. Holy shit.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Is it a series or a Disney Plus
It's
movie?
it's a 1 hour like featurette.
The featurette special. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm excited for that, bro. Dude, I can't get over the fact that it's like those old school like monster movies.
Black and white.
I love
yeah,
that shit,
yeah.
dude. Like I grew up with that shit. So I'm excited for that. That's gonna be fucking lit.
Yeah, not a whole lot on the DC side. Kind of the typical things, and we're still waiting on Black Adam to come out, but it's theaters only. Nothing Batgirl. They're talking about behind the scenes footage, which what's it matter? We're never gonna see it. DC is happy with 3 Batmans, but no Robins, which all right. That makes sense.
Yeah. Comic book fans remember how Coolio single-handedly saved 2 of the worst.
What the fuck is that? 2 of the worst superhero movies ever.
Oh, I mean, he was in Batman and Robin. Or in Batman Forever.
Batman and Robin.
Oh, was it? Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah, it was Batman and Robin.
It says that he played Scarecrow in Joel Schumacher's Batman and Robin sequel.
What?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
He was in Daredevil and Daredevil director's cut and Batman and Robin 1997. So rest in peace to Coolio.
He played fucking Scarecrow?
That's what it says. What didn't they have like the biker gang in Batman and Robin? He was probably like the leader and they named him Scarecrow, which if he wasn't a doctor and didn't spray shit to fuck with people's minds, he wasn't Scarecrow.
Yeah, I could have swore that was the Val Kilmer Batman.
I don't know.
I could have fucking swore, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna look this up. Because it says Batman and Robin in this, but
apparently they have a finished script for the Batman 2.
I saw that.
Batman 2 writer tantalizes or trolls fans with freshly finished script. Cut to black. The end. That's literally what it says. He reaches for something. Cut to black. The end. And he said another one.
Huh.
Yeah, there's really not a whole lot of DC news.
Coolio is uncredited as playing Dr. Jonathan Crane. Oh.
Wow.
What?
Wow. Absolutely not. Fearful Blue Beetle director learns whether or not Warner Brothers has his full support. Wow, I fucked that all up. Fearful Blue Beetle director learns whether or not he has Warner Brothers full support. Did he?
Wait, what happened? What'd you say?
Blue Beetle director Angelo Soto reassures everyone that the movie is still moving forward. That's not to say he didn't go through a range of emotions before finding out. I'm not gonna lie, there was concern, anger, fear. They told me not to worry, the film has their full support. So Blue Beetle is still a go.
That's cool.
And that's it. That's all the DC, that's all the fucking DC news we have. Like, there really hasn't been a whole lot.
Yeah. I did read a little while back that apparently Warner Brothers offered Leslie Grace, the girl that played Batgirl, or that was supposed to play Batgirl, they offered her a contract to play Batgirl.
Interesting.
In the future, and she denied it.
Probably because they fucked her over for an entire movie.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Man, there's not a whole lot of shit.
Nope.
Dude, why does DC suck so fucking much?
I don't know, but they have for a long time, and there's really
in terms of movies and shit,
really
aside
no
from
fixing
Batman.
I don't know. I think they put they put too much money into Batman, multiple Batmen, and not bringing any more characters. We saw more animated DC stuff than we did actual films.
Oh, I know, bro.
Because all we saw was Batman. That's all they wanted to make.
It's absolutely insane to me that they believe that everybody wants to see Batman and Superman, just Batman and Superman. Like, you guys know,
maybe one, two, like
that you
one
have,
or two each. I'm good with.
like,
but you've made how many Superman movies over the years? You had Brandon Roth,
right?
You had Henry Cavill, you had
Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, Christopher Reeves. I mean,
Tom Welling.
It's overdone, man. Batman. Jesus. We've seen a Batman every 3 years since 1989.
Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, fucking Adam West. Batfleck, now Robert Pattinson.
I don't care to see another Batman movie. I really don't.
I mean, I want to see more Robert Pattinson Batman movies. The first one was dynamite.
I still got to try to sit down and watch it again.
Bro, just take 3 hours of your life and watch it.
I am busy. Anyway.
Find time, dog. It's a good fucking movie.
Am I Marvel this week? I think so.
I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking...
Oh, damn. We're not even an hour in and we're already reaching for the books.
When we don't have a lot of information to give.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't just have to be like fucking Newsweek over here.
Oh, I know.
Like, that's what we usually tend to turn out to be. I want to talk about.
That's why we started talking.
Past.
Yeah, that's why we talked about that.
So, ooh. I have chosen my character.
I've got mine. I've never heard of him before.
I've never heard of this one either.
Cool.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the educational moment of the podcast where Doug and I choose a character from the Marvel and DC books. We give our analysis on these characters and then we do a matchup with more characters. So tonight's educational from this DC, right? Yeah, from DC Comics, we've got Detective Chimp. His debut. Here's a picture of the little fella.
Alrighty then. Does he have a Lego head in his hand? Oh no, that's
nope. That is Dr. Fate's helmet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Doc Fate. Yeah.
So his debut was The Adventures of Rex the Wonder Dog, number 4, 1952.
Damn.
His real name is Magnificent Finder of Tasty Grubs, or Bobo. His base of operations, Oblivion Bar. He is 3'8", 76 pounds, black hair, black eyes. His powers and abilities: he is highly intelligent, deductive skills, immortal. We are talking about an immortal monkey right now.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go. Briefly had the powers of Dr. Fate. Currently custodian.
How do you briefly have the powers of Dr. Fate?
I don't know, bro. That's crazy. He's currently the custodian of Moran, Sword of Night, or Myrin, or Mirin, whatever. Allies: Rex the Wonder Dog, Batman, Nightmaster, and Blue Devil. Enemies: the Spectre, Eclipso, the Trickster, and His affiliations are the Justice League Dark, Guild of Detection, the Shadow Pact, and the Bureau of Animals. Chimpanzee, magnificent finder of tasty grubs, was a sideshow act dubbed Bobo youth. This granted him a genius-level intellect and the ability to speak. After solving a murder, he went into business as Detective Chimp, but his non-human status caused legal issues, and his agency failed. Crushed, he began drinking heavily at the Oblivion Bar, a watering hole for occult beings run by former rock star Jim Rook, aka Nightmaster. He was also the mystic guardian of other-dimensional Mira. When the Spectre sought to banish magic, Bobo recruited fellow drinkers to fight back. So we've got an alcoholic monkey.
I like it.
He recruited fellow drinkers to fight back, and the arcane superhero team Shadow Pact was born. After thwarting numerous catastrophes, the team with Bobo as notional leader split up. Dr. Fate's helmet then chose Bobo as its new host until he found its power overwhelming and rapidly rejected it. When not consulting with fellow sleuths like Batman, Detective Chimp hung around the Oblivion Bar until it was attacked by Bedos's Dark Knights. Sacrificing himself to save everybody, Rook appointed Bobo as Nightmaster of Mira, returning him to the role of a hero. He is a most reluctant one, lonely, self-critical, and subject to depression, but he has heroically given his all in Justice League Dark, battling Circe, the Other Kind, and a constant stream of hellish foes. His greatest regret is his failure to save Mira from the Lords of Order, who began their own campaign to eradicate magic in that shadowy realm. So, long story short,
we have a depressed,
we've got a depressed
monkey,
alcoholic monkey that turned away the power of Dr. Fate's helmet and recruited a bunch of alcoholics to fight against the Spectre because he wanted to banish magic.
Not gonna lie, like as you were talking about this character, something in my head screamed D&D. Like it just, for whatever reason, that character sounded like he needed to be a D&D character.
He straight up does. He sounds like a Dungeons and Dragons character, bro.
Wow.
Cool.
All right. So I have, his real name is Dr. Leonard Samson.
Okay.
His occupation.
Is he a monkey?
He is not a monkey.
Oh, okay.
His occupation, he is a psychiatrist. His base is mobile. He is 6'6", 380 pounds. This boy a tank.
Holy shit.
He is a tank.
That's a large human being, bro.
Blue eyes, green hair. First appearance, The Incredible Hulk, number 141, July 1971. His name, Doc Samson.
I could have guessed that. Wait, is that the dude with the lightning bolt on his chest?
Yes.
Aha!
Yep.
I know who that is.
So Doc's powers. Gamma radiation greatly increase Samson's body mass and musculature. I almost got that wrong.
Muscle what?
Wait. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That. I'm not gonna do it again. He has the equivalent strength of a relaxed Hulk, plus great endurance and injury resistance. The gamma rays also turned his hair green. Unlike the Hulk, Samson's razor sharp mind has been unaffected by the changes in his physiology. A little bit on Doc Samson here. A dedicated psychiatrist, Dr. Leonard Samson was fascinated by gamma radiation's potential to help the mentally ill. When Betty Ross was transformed into a crystalline creature, think we both just learned something by the look on your face and mine.
You got me, bro.
Betty Ross was transformed into a crystalline creature. All right. Samson
Show
used...
me them crystals, baby.
Show it him. Samson used a specially developed machine to drain gamma radiation from the Hulk and used it to cure Betty. Later, he exposed himself to the rays and gained Hulk-like powers. Samson doggedly pursued Bruce Banner, hoping to rid him of the Hulk. He also helped treat several others, including Molecule Man, She-Hulk, Rachel Summers, and Multiple Man. He sided with the U.S. government during Civil War and worked as a therapist at Camp Hammond. He helped the Illuminati send the Hulk into space and fought him when he later returned during World War Hulk. Later, MODOK brainwashed him in developing an evil secondary personality that was stronger than ever. Samson died helping the Hulk save lives, but was resurrected during the Chaos War.
Oh.
I have questions.
I'm so confused. There's so many things happening.
All right, I'm looking this up. Betty Ross turned into Crystal.
Betty Ross, crystal titties, bro.
Crystal Beast.
What the fuck? It has a name too?
Apparently, God.
Brightness falls across the Doug.
Jesus criminy. I knew I brought these in here for a reason. Well, apparently,
'Cause you're
at one
weird?
point, she was Red She-Hulk.
What?
Yeah. Apparently,
I don't know enough about these
I was
people.
gonna say, apparently, we need to learn up on some Betty Ross.
Yeah, right? I
This is a whole lot
thought
of
she was
reading.
just Bruce Banner's love interest, bro. I didn't know that she was like a Hulk.
She was the Harpy.
What?
Yeah. Betty Ross.
Bananas.
Harpy.
Betty Ross herpes, bro. You don't want to get them Betty Ross herpes.
Interesting. So yeah, we learned something today,
We did.
and it wasn't even about the characters that we talked about.
No,
I mean, it kind of was. I knew Bobo, like I knew Bobo the chimp, but
Oh, did you?
I didn't know his background. I didn't know he was a drunken, depressed monkey. So there's that.
All right. Now we get to do the matchup.
Yep.
So let's go to page 68.
Oh, we're way up there.
Yeah.
68.
Page 68.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your battle for this evening. As you know, we take two characters, one from Marvel, one from DC, mash them together, make them fight it out, and who's going to come out on top? We have our decisions. You tell us yours. Ain't it simple? We'll give you a rundown just like we did.
Indeed. All right. So, my character, funny enough, was involved in Bobo's story.
Oh, God. Okay.
We got Circe.
All right.
Her debut was Wonder Woman, Volume 1, number 37, 1949.
Damn. She
Is from... Oh, God. She is from the island of... The island of...
Okay. I got to see this.
There's many ways that we could pronounce that. The island of like there Literally, the island of Aiea. I'm not bullshitting you.
I'm looking at it. I know. Yeah.
How the fuck would you pronounce that?
Yeah.
The island of Aiea.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Anyway, she is 5'11", 135 pounds, yellow eyes, red hair. Her powers and abilities. Why am I yawning so much?
I have been too.
Extremely powerful sorceress. So kind of like, let's just think like Scarlet Witch.
I was gonna say Scarlet Witch-ish.
Able to transform humans into superhumans or animal-human hybrids. Teleportation, production of illusions, and alteration of physical objects. Extremely long-lived.
So she
Her
old as
allies. Huh?
hell. I said so she's old as hell.
Yeah. Allies, Magog and Animen or Animen. I don't know. Enemies, Wonder Woman, Superman, and Hippolyta.
So the Amazon.
Yeah.
The Amazonian.
All right, let's hear some stories. So, stories of the nefarious witch Circe, or Circe. How do you say her name? I think it's Circe. Date back to the days of ancient civilization and legendary tales such as the Odyssey. While determining fact from fiction can sometimes be difficult when it comes to the sorceress's past, it is clear that Circe has had a very long-standing rivalry with Wonder Woman's mother, Hippolyta. When Hippolyta was a young queen, she accepted Circe's services of enchanting the Amazon's weapons in exchange for male Amazon heirs to serve as human fodder for Circe's army of animal/human hybrids called Animen. Ah, there we go. Now it makes sense. Animen. When Hippolyta backed out of her deal, making an alternative agreement with the god of hepatitis. Hephaestus? Hephaestus. Hepatitis it is. Instead, Circe was enraged and began plotting her revenge. She took it out on Wonder Woman, lashing out at the Amazon by empowering a young man named David Reed with a hatred of superheroes. Circe transformed Reed into the powerful supervillain Magog and unleashed him on Superman, while she personally attacked Wonder Woman. Neither succeeded in their attempt to take down the heroes. Circe as... So, that was like the rundown. But we've also got some little stuff here.
Gotcha.
Beauty and the Beast. Circe is not above using her physical charms to get weak-willed men to do her bidding. So, like, every woman on the planet.
Wow.
Hey, man, women use men. There's nothing wrong with that. It happens. On the record, Circe originally challenged the Golden Age Wonder Woman, then became a recurring figure in Diana's Rogues Gallery in the 1980s. Following Circe's reinvention after the events of Crisis on Infinite Earths, this modern version of the sorceress fit perfectly with a Wonder Woman more grounded in Greek mythology more than ever before. Replacing the cheetah as Wonder Woman's most dangerous foe, Circe even earned a place in the Injustice Gang during the late 1990s reboot of the Justice League of America. Goading the gods. One of Circe's most ambitious plots was to pit God against God in the miniseries War of the Gods. Even with an army of the undead behind her, Circe fell to Wonder Woman and her allies. And just a small little bit of information here. It says replacing the cheetah as Wonder Woman's most dangerous foe. We've got the cheetah on the following page.
Interesting.
All right. That's my character, Circe.
Sissy.
She's badass. Not even gonna lie, bro.
So she's basically the
She's
new
basically
Cheetah.
Scarlet Witch, bro.
Right, yeah.
But in terms of villains for Wonder Woman, she is basically the new Cheetah. Yes.
Gotcha. All right.
Gotcha.
So I have a man named Samuel Guthrie. Guthrie?
Guthrie, probably.
Guthrie, yeah. He is an adventurer, a student, and an ex-coal miner. His base is the Avengers Tower. He is 6 foot, 150 pounds. He's lean. 150 pounds, 6 foot. Eyes blue-gray with blonde hair. First appearance was Marvel graphic novel Marvel graphic novel number 4, 1982. His name? Cannonball.
Oh.
He possesses the mutant power to create thermochemical energy and release it from his body in a powerful burst. Force field around his body gives superhuman durability. And a little rundown on Sam here. Sam's mutant abilities first triggered when he was trapped in a Kentucky coal mine. He used them to save a co-worker and himself. Later, God, I think I'm having a stroke. Later, Renegade Hellfire Club member Donald Pierce recruited Sam to battle the New Mutants. Professor X defeated Pierce and invited Sam to join them, and Sam became good friends with Sunspot. He matured into a team leader and later a member of the X-Force and the X-Men Cable. Oh, that's a period. Cable believes Sam to be an external. Not an eternal, an external.
Oh.
An immortal mutant, but the sorceress Selene dismissed this theory. He is the oldest of several siblings, 4 of whom are mutants. Paige, which is Husk, Melody, which is Arrow, Jay, which is Icarus, and really, of course, he's from Kentucky and he's got a fucking brother named Jeb. He has dated Rockstar. He has dated Rockstar Leela Cheney and fellow New Mutant Meltdown, because we need to know about his love life. While an Avenger, he fell in love with Izzy Kane, Smasher. The two married, having a child that they named Joshua. Cannonball split his time between his family and fighting along his teammates. So he's a family man. Who can
know what they say about family? It'll get you killed.
In the way.
I'm gonna say that Circe would have this one, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a force field, but the fact that she can project things, and I mean, again, we've got
all she's got to do is teleport inside of his force field.
Yeah, and then all she really needs to do is, if he tries to explode, create her own force field around him, contain it.
Yeah.
Done.
And he's dead.
Dundee. Man,
when do you think that we are gonna, when do you believe that we are gonna get like a heated debate between our choices? Like, when do you think that
because we both have a pretty good grasp on a lot of these characters' abilities and what they can do, and so we both entertain the fact that there are a lot of Class A mutants and Class Z, like, you probably shouldn't even be in the book,
you know. But I mean, like, in reality, how many people do you think, like, how many times are we gonna do this that you think that eventually we're gonna have like a toe-to-toe, like a Batman versus Superman type of deal? I mean, obviously, we could never have Batman v Superman.
No,
but
I think like maybe like 1 out of 10.
Good lord.
I mean, that's just, you know, there's some really shitty comic characters
Yeah,
that
I
just
mean,
have
that-
no chance. Fucking,
Like-
I'm gonna stare at you and turn you into stone or whatever the fuck his name was.
I mean, well, that's the beauty. That was Johnny Sorrow, sir. Get it right.
There you go.
He's a badass. But I mean, so like these books, dude, like they've got so many characters in them, man.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the time, we are never gonna know what we're gonna be pitting up against each other.
No.
Like that's the beauty of it. Like we can never say that we're gonna get like an Aquaman versus Ant-Man type of situation.
But I
You
mean,
know what I
even
mean?
if we had an Aquaman versus Namor, like,
Yeah.
you know, we're never gonna have it because we're picking page wise, right?
Right.
So again, that's why I'm like 1 out of 10
Yeah, it's definitely
because
difficult
like
to.
you still got your book.
Yeah,
Let's
I got
just,
it.
Let's just do
right
it real
next to me.
quick. Like, let's do a couple pages and see if in those, like, so let's do 5 pages, all right?
Okay.
And but we'll do 4. I'll do 2. You do 2. All right.
Okay.
And what we'll do is on those pages, we'll see how many like tier, like, you know, tier A, level A people there are. All right.
All right.
Just out
I
of
get it.
curiosity, let's, you know, let's hedge our bets here.
All right. What page?
228.
228. All right. 228. I've got Orion.
I've got 6 different ones.
Jesus.
What's yours? What's yours is powers?
Um,
read that
oh
off.
my God. Well, apparently he's a new god.
Oh,
He's a mortal with superhuman physical and mental attributes. His sentient transport platform called A4 can fly, create teleporting boom tubes, locate targets, and fire energy beams. A4's harness can also communicate directly with Orion. He's also got a mother box, like a mother
Oh,
box
yeah,
in
yeah.
pocket. His mother box creates telepathic links with other people's minds, and he can block psychic influences.
so I've got a guy named Magus. He
Magus.
has all of the abilities of Adam Warlock. He is a powerful sorcerer capable of wielding energy, altering time, space, and reality to varying extents. So I mean, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
But again, that's a decent one.
That's a decent fight.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Orion is also the son of Darkseid.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
That alone would cause him to win.
Yeah.
All right. Next page.
Yeah, you pick this one.
Oh, you want me to pick this time?
Yeah, we'll just go back and forth.
115. Okay. This is actually a 2-page character. He gets a whole page to himself. My man, motherfucking Flash.
There you go.
Yeah.
I've got Dormammu.
All right. that would be a crazy ass fight.
That'd be an interesting one. For sure.
That would be one that we could argue against. You know, we literally are proving ourselves wrong by choosing 2 in a row.
Yeah. All right.
Your turn.
$358.
358. I don't have 358.
Oh, okay.
My this book goes up to 351 before it goes to roll call.
Right. 308.
308. I got another 2-pager. Superman.
Scarlet Witch.
That's 3 in a row. 3 in a row.
What the fuck, man? I said 1 out of 10 and we've had 3 in a row. All right, last but not least.
Let's do page 70, 60. Let's do page 63.
I've got Brother Voodoo.
I got Captain Cold.
Summoning brother's spirits from within his own body, doubling his strength, can send his spirit forth and possess other people, can create fire and smoke and hypnotic control over animals.
Okay. Captain Cold is excellent tactician. He has a cold gun that can create absolute zero. He makes super dense blocks of ice, can form ice barriers, and other cold-related effects. His goggles protect him from the glare caused by using the ice gun.
So I feel like...
I mean, that would even still be a good fight
yeah,
because
you got a
Brother
fire and
Voodoo
ice type thing.
Yeah.
So...
we got to pick another page, bro. Because we just proved ourselves wrong.
Yeah. All right. 144.
144.
Yeah.
You do realize that we just got 4 in a row, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to get one where it's like a no contest.
144. I got Hawkman.
Gambit. What the? No. Hold on. 36.
36.
I don't think this counts. I got the Avengers. Come on. This is gonna be
36. I got Batwoman.
All right, yeah. There you go. There's
yeah,
your...
but that's a whole fucking team against one person.
All right, fine. Fuck it.
All right, let me pick a page.
Yeah, last one. Here we go. This is it. This is gonna be a all battle. There is a true winner. No questions.
Let's do 302.
Look at this. I literally just grabbed the book. See this?
I
grabbed
got
it.
a whole team. I got the Suicide Squad. Who'd you get?
There's multiple. I've got the Runaways. I've got the Russian from Punisher.
All right, we're gonna do 257. Because again, we got a whole team. 257.
Oh no!
What?
I got Nightcrawler.
I got the Riddler.
Oh, Nightcrawler. That's an easy one. Nightcrawler all day. No question on that one. I think.
Yeah. Bro, we were in the middle. I was next to two really good ones. I had the Riddler here, and then I had the Daniel West version of Reverse Flash.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we've successfully proved ourselves wrong 6 times in a row,
Yeah.
there's that.
For real, bro. That's crazy that it took so fucking long.
What we get for talking shit?
So wait, if Reverse Flash is being Daniel West in this, I guess do they have Eobard Thawne as Professor Zoom? Yep. Yes, they do.
Even though Professor Zoom and Reverse Flash are the same?
Yeah, it literally says Professor Zoom / Reverse Flash.
Interesting.
So that took us 6 different
way too
fucking.
long. I said 1 in 10 and we were 6 for 6. That's ridiculous.
Bro. The universe has a weird way of proving people wrong, brother.
Gotta love it.
That was crazy. I wasn't prepared for that, bro.
Did not truthfully expect that.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe 3 out of 6.
Yeah.
We hit 6 for 6 back to back, bro.
Crazy.
I want to go to bed now.
I'm gonna get some food and then I'm definitely going to bed because I gotta work in the morning.
That was fucking wild. I was not ready for that. I was ill prepared for what just happened there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the Hero Hour Escape from Reality episode for the night or for the week.
What episode was this? 8?
10.
Was this 10?
Yeah, I believe so.
We made it to 10. We're gonna bring people on.
I think this is episode 10. I could be
I'm
wrong.
looking right now.
I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful, great rest of your weekend. There's not much left. We got 3.5 hours here on the East Coast.
Yup.
So
It is episode 10, by the way.
is it?
Yep.
Sweet.
Hey, maybe next time we'll have a special guest. I don't know yet.
Maybe.
We don't know yet. we
Possibly.
don't know many people that want to deal with our shenanigans, so.
Yeah. Also, we don't know many people that know anything about superheroes
Like we do.
the way that we do.
Yeah.
You know. And I mean, I would say that apparently we don't know much.
Fuck no. Yeah.
I
We didn't
do.
know Betty
I
Ross
do.
was Red She-Hulk.
Yeah, right. Starting next week, though, I do want to start talking about like how we grew up getting into this shit.
Amazing.
Childhoods, man, because like, you know, anybody could look up fucking news, you know. Obviously, we're going to have the news bit in there, but maybe not make it the entire podcast just to end with an educational, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm with you.
you know, like just the first like 20 minutes to a half hour just talking about, you know, how we grew
Us.
up doing this, you know, like how we got into all of this, you know, the shit that we did doing, you know, growing up, just collecting shit, building shit, fucking this cool stuff behind us, you know, just all the fun stuff that we did when we were kids and how we still maintain this as adults, you know what I mean?
I have adult money.
Yeah. I now have adult money to buy my own cool shit,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
I don't need to rely on my mom anymore.
yeah, exactly.
Love you, Mom.
Love all you moms.
Love all of you mothers that put up with our weird
no
hobbies
shit.
and shenanigans.
Wives.
Yeah, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, man. Anybody that you have in your life that's putting up with your hobby, just remember, there's a reason why they're with you. Whether it's because you're carrying around your own personal Mjolnir in your pants or, you know, you're just a good man or a good woman. or because they felt trapped.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. If you feel trapped, knock twice.
Yeah, if you feel trapped, just knock twice for us, please. We won't be able to help you, but
Yeah,
you know, sure
I
we
might
could
be able to send somebody.
Yeah, we could get in touch with people that may be able to help you. Oh man, this wasn't a bad episode.
No, not bad.
Not bad. All right, you beautiful human beings. We will catch you not next week, but the following week. We're still doing the 2-week episodes because we do have lives and we do have, well, Doug has a wife. I'm lonely and watch a lot of TV, and that takes up a lot of my time. So, that being
He
said,
watches a lot of Dahmer, so yeah, if you hear on the news
well,
that
I mean, I
someone
already
from
finished watching
Pennsylvania
that.
was eating people, you know,
Nah,
start here.
man, I can't eat people, bro. That shit's boring.
Too fatty.
If I'm gonna be a serial killer, man, I gotta go above and beyond. I gotta get past Dahmer, and kind of hard to get past a man that tries to turn his victims into human
Yeah.
sex slaves, you know. So
It's pretty rough.
yeah, kind of he's set the bar pretty fucking high. You know what I mean? So I would have to do something absolutely bonkers to even hit that man's status.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
I don't think I'm getting there anytime soon.
no.
You guys have a beautiful night. We will catch you in 2 weeks for another beautiful episode where we're going to talk about everything under the sun like we always do. Later.